It's time now for the Bear Channel 4 o'clock news on this Friday afternoon, Friday evening, July 17th, 2015. Good afternoon and evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins, and your 4 o'clock news at 9:00. Our top story at 4 o'clock here on this Friday afternoon, going into Friday evening here, is the shooting rampage that targeted 2 Tennessee military facilities took the lives of 4 Marine reservists who collectively had given 35 years of service to the country and completed 7 tours of duty in Iraq and Afghanistan. In Cairo, across the world on Friday, Muslims celebrated Eid al-Fitr holiday, marking the end of the holy fasted month of Ramadan. Eid al-Fitr is one of the pieces of the Muslim calendar. Built on the portrait of Pluto one patch at a time, NASA on Friday released its first glimpse of a strange mosaic of ice on a dwarf planet, struck perhaps by a wind-blown debris in an image transmitted almost 4 billion miles from its new horizons. The Nasdaq Composite hit a new record high on Friday on strong results from Google, while weak entry stocks were weighed on the Dow and S&P 500. Stock market so far, Dow closed the week 1886.21, down 34.04. S&P 500 2126.60, up 2.31, and Nasdaq 5,210.14, up 46.96. A 14-year-old Palestinian refugee who burst into tears during a conversation with Angela Merkel has defended the German leader on handling the incident. Chinese forces killed 19 suspected Boko Haram militants in clashes at the shores of Lake Chad that also left a soldier dead. Army spokesman Colonel Azim Mamador said, "Almost services have been held in Europe to mark the first anniversary of MH17 air disaster over Eastern Ukraine as calls mounted for the UN-backed tribunal to prosecute those responsible for the tragedy." Washington, Republicans running for the White House have vowed to rescind President Obama's nuclear deal with Iran, but actually revoking it may not be that easy. Lance Corporal Skip Wells has been a student at Georgia Southern University for nearly 2 years. When he made a judgment call, he wanted to serve in the military and didn't wait anymore. As he was one of the 4 Marines killed in the shootout in Chattanooga. A 35-year-old woman has died after jumping over a railing at a Rhode Island parking garage at the Providence Place Mall while running from security officers. Police told NBC News 10 woman accused of shoplifting was running from the Nordstrom store security for a parking garage. Michael Grimm, a former New York congressman and FBI agent, once investigated white-collar crime, was sentenced to 8 months in prison for tax evasion by a judge who said that his moral compass needed adjustment. And groundbreakers on new homes surged 26.6%. It permits to build new homes rose 30% in June compared to 1 year ago, the U.S. Commerce Department said on Friday. In St. Louis, a revised plan for the new NFL stadium in St. Louis calls for the stadium afforded to the state of $50 million in state tax credits from the Missouri Development Finance Board. University of California Health, which runs 4 hospitals in the university campus and drug retail CVS Health Corp. CVS Photo gets hacked. Calgary, Alberta, the Canadian unit of a Chinese state-owned company apologized on Friday for a large oil sands pipeline spill in northern Alberta, the cause of which remains under investigation. The melting sea ice in the Arctic may be affecting polar bears more significantly than what scientists believe, says a new study published in the journal Science. In Washington, U.S. Department of Health says Illinois-based Aspen Foods has recalled nearly 2 million pounds of raw frozen chicken products over the concerns that they may be contaminated with salmonella. Scientists have found a way to battle the difficulties presented in studying the development of the human brain and pursuit of the intended origins of autism. They uncovered the small cells during the preliminary stages of one's brain's development. Okay, looking at New England alerts here at 4:05. Canton, Massachusetts on Route 93 northbound and exit 2B reported rollover EMS and Massachusetts State Police en route. Traffic alert 495 south is back from Route 111 in Boxford down to 290 in Marlborough, approximately 6 miles here. More on traffic in a little bit here. Peter Channel News time 4:05 here. Time now for a sports report. The Boston Red Sox will be out in Anaheim to open up the second half of the regular season as they take on the Los Angeles Angels in Anaheim. Game time 10:05 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 7:05 p.m. Anaheim time here. Okay, one game this afternoon at Comiskey Park in Chicago. It is the Kansas City Royals leading the Chicago White Sox 42 and 1 minute 6. In St. Andrews, Scotland, Wednesday after offered a tongue-in-cheek forecast about impending Armageddon, Danny Willett on the top of the world as he grabbed the early second round lead in golf's oldest major on Friday. Las Vegas Airmen in a more controversial select to the first round of the 2015 NBA draft than Terry Rozier going to the Boston Celtics. Los Angeles, the Clippers signed free agent for Josh Smith eliminate them in the playoffs when he was with the Houston Rockets. A former Michigan defense lineman was grabbing national attention during his departure from Ann Arbor as not finished up his college career with the Big 12 with Texas Tech. Peter Chell News Time 406 here on this Friday afternoon time now for a travel report here on this late Friday afternoon, going into Friday evening into the gateway to the weekend here. Route 4 in the southbound side, it did so from Route 102 in North Kingstown all the way up to Route 1 and Route 130 in North Kingstown. Route 4 in the northbound side, it is so from Exeter all the way up to Route 95 in East Greenwich here. 95 in the northbound side, so from Route 4 in East Greenwich to Warwick. 295 in the southbound side, it is so from West Warwick all the way up to Route 4 from 295 here. 95 in the northbound side, it's so from Route 10 all the way up to downtown Providence. 95 in the southbound side, so from Fairbanks Avenue all the way out to Cranston here. 95 on the southbound side, it is so from Pawtucket all the way out to downtown Providence. Route 146 in the southbound side, it is so from before downtown Providence here. Route 295 on the southbound side, it is so from Route 1 in North Attleboro all the way out to Cumberland to get an accident on 295 on the southbound side before the Rhode Island border here. So expect some delays here. 146 on the southbound side, so from North Smithfield all the way out to Lincoln. 195 on the westbound side, it is so from Seacock all the way out to downtown Providence here. We got an accident on 95 northbound around the 610 connector in downtown Providence here. 195 on the eastbound side, it's so from Somerset all the way out to the Barker Bridge in downtown Fall River here. 195 on the westbound side, slow around in Fall River. Jamestown Newport bridges are looking good. 130 on the westbound side, it's slow before Route 1 in North Kingstown here. Out of the Cape here, Route 3 in the southbound side, slow before Route 6 in Sagamore. Route 6 in the eastbound side, so from Sagamore Bridge all the way up to Sandwich here. Doing an accident on Route 6 in the eastbound side before Route 130 in Sandwich here. 25 on the eastbound side, so before Route 6 and 20 in the Buzzards Bay. Bourne Bridge in the southbound side, a little slow due to some doing an instant on 20 in the northbound side and 20 in the northbound side, slow before the Bourne Rotary here. Route 20 on the both sides, a little slow in Falmouth here. Route 24 on the southbound side, so after 495 in Raynham. 495 on the southbound side, so around the Route 24 area, around the Raymond Bridgewater section here. 95 on the southbound side, slow through the Sharon stretch, doing an exit on 95 southbound side around Route 1. 24 on the southbound side, it is slow from 120 in Canton all the way out to Harrison Boulevard and Avon here. 120, it's slow both ends from Route 24 and Randolph all the way out to the Braintree split. Route 3 on the southbound side, it is slow from the Braintree split to Route 18 in Weymouth here. 128, there's the accident on 120 in the southbound side. Route 130 in Canton, so it's traffic on 120 in the southbound side. It is backed up from Canton all the way out to Needham here, and 120 on the southbound side, so from Waltham all the way out to Needham. 120 on the northbound side, it is so from the Pike all the way out to Redden here. 128 on the northbound side, it is slow before Route 130 in Kent because of the accident here. Southeast Expressway is slow both ends from the Pike all the way out to the Braintree split there. 93 slow on both ends in downtown Boston here. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, it's slow from the Austin Brandon tolls to the Logan Airport. Mass Pike westbound, slow from Logan Airport to Route 93 and Mass Pike on the westbound side, it is slow from for the Newton corner. Mass Pike on the westbound side, so after Route 128 in Western all the way out to Natick, and then hit brakes again to Mass Pike from Natick all the way out to I-84 in Sturbridge. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, so from Sturbridge to Charlton Air. 195 is backed up for Route 20 in Marlborough all the way out to Hudson. 195 on the southbound side, so from Harvard all the way out to Route 290 in Marlborough here. 295 on the westbound side, so from Shrewsbury all the way out to downtown Worcester. 290 in the eastbound side, so from the Mass Pike all the way out to Route 146 here. Mass Pike in the eastbound. 290 in the eastbound side, so before Route 495 in Marlborough to the next in the 290 west up to 495 here. 495 in the northbound side, it is so from Route 2 in Littleton all the way out to Route 30 in Tewksbury. 495 in the northbound side, it's backed up from Route 20 in Andover all the way out to 213 Methuen. 495 southbound, so for the Haverhill stretch. 495 in the southbound side, it's so from Route 93 in Andover all the way out to Westford here. 93 on the northbound side, it is over the second bridge all the way up in the Woburn here. 95 on the northbound side, so from 495 to the New Hampshire border here. 93 on the northbound side, so from Andover all the way at the Lawrence here, and then hit brakes again. 93 on the northbound side for Route 213 Bethune all the way up to Salem, New Hampshire here. Route 3 on the northbound side, it is slow from Burlington all the way up in the Billbrick, and then hit brakes again from 495 and low all the way up to Route 40 in Chilton on the northbound side of Route 3. That's guys again an accident on Route 3 on the northbound side, and you're 495 and low, so expect some delays here. Route 3 on the northbound side, Everett Turnpike Little Sword in Nashua. 93 on the northbound side, also after Derry, New Hampshire here. 95 on the northbound side, Southampton tolls between 150 and before Route 101 in Hampton, New Hampshire here. 93 on the northbound side, so from 89 Concord to Route 393 here. Spalding Turnpike, so from Portsmouth, from 95 all the way out to Newington, before Route 4 in Durham here. 95 on the northbound side, so from Spalding Turnpike in Portsmouth to the Maine border here. And speaking of Maine Turnpike on the northbound side. It is slow around New York to a plaza on the northbound side of the Maine Turnpike here. And we got an accident on Maine Turnpike on the northbound side of New York. So expect some delays here. 295 on the east northbound side, a little slow for the downtown Portland section here. And 295 slow for the Falmouth section in Maine here. All right, looking at the MBTA alerts here at 412 here. Ferries are looking good. On the subway, Sylvan SL2 detour north service at A8. Black Falcon Connect on Dry Dock Avenue and Sylvan SL5 experiencing minor delays due to a disabled bus. Commuter rail. Framingham West Line train 521 2:55 p.m. from South Station delayed today due to mechanical problem 15 to 20 minutes. Here telling us on 4:13 p.m. and it's time now for weather report, and it was a fantastic Friday in store, but Saturday and Sunday we're upping up the humidity a little bit in the weather department here, and tomorrow we will get some storms. Sunday will be hot, and Monday we get some storms here. All right, 7-day forecast goes like this for tonight. Mostly got about 62 degrees, stopping about 5 to 9 miles becoming light. Saturday, check the showers with thunderstorms also possible after 11 a.m. Mostly clouds have about 81 degrees, south about 6 to 13 miles by chest patch and 30%. Sunday night, a chance of showers with thunderstorms remain between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. Petrobras after 2 a.m. wise, mostly clouds low about 600 degrees, south about 6 to 8 miles by chest patch and 30%. New rain from outside less than 10 minutes, check to 5 miles possible to thunderstorms. Sunday, Petrobras before 8 a.m. wise, put sun sky, have about 91 degrees, southwest about 5 miles per hour. Right. Sunday night, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. After 10 p.m., thunderstorms put us every rain. Petrobras after 2 a.m. watts. Mostly clouds low end 69 degrees. Stopping about 5 miles by Chesapeake 20%. Monday, showers and thunderstorms like May after 11 a.m. Thunderstorms put us every rain. Petrobras before 8 a.m. watts. Mostly clouds about 88 degrees. Chesapeake 6%. Monday night, check the showers and thunderstorms before 11 p.m. Thunderstorms put us every rain. Petrobras after 4 a.m. Otherwise, most clouds low at 66 degrees. Chesapeake 4%. Tuesday, Petrobras before 8 a.m. watts. Most skies about 85 degrees. Tuesday, Petrobras after 5 a.m. watts. Podcast got a little bit 65 degrees. Wednesday, Petrobras before 7 a.m. watts. Mostly South got about 87 degrees. Wednesday, podcast got a little bit 65 degrees. Thursday, South got about 84 degrees. Wednesday, mostly Coast got about 62 degrees. And for Friday, most South got higher around 84 degrees. Here, not temperature at 414, 77 degrees, humidity of 48%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news on this Friday afternoon, July 17th, 2015. I'm Pierce. Have a good evening with goodbye today. I'll see you for a late night report right after the sports roundup, right after the Red Sox Angels game. So have a good evening, and I'll see you later now.